Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video for Thursday, September 29th, 2011 is sponsored by Realtic. Let's get right into the mix. Markets have rolled over in dramatic fashion for the third day in a row. This is unprecedented in terms of how much the market has gapped up and each day how it rolls over. If I zoom out on the charts, just take a look at the last few days. I mean, if you go back to Tuesday, there was a huge gain in this market. The Dow was up something like 300 points or above 300 points, and it rolled over. Yesterday, the markets were up again, rolled over, and had sharp losses. Today, we had a monstrous gap up of about 200 and change on the Dow. The Dow is now negative, and the S&P is now down about 7 points or so. So this is a dramatic decline, folks, an unbelievable decline across the board. And again, the question is, does it last until the close with about an hour and a half left? Are we going to see more selling, or is the market going to bounce back? You might wonder where your next support level is. Before we get to that, I just want to talk about the scalp. Scalping has worked amazingly well today. Individual stocks and the spiders. Just to give you guys a sense here, take a look right here. This was your scalp level. I bought on a Pierce of 15, 115 on the SPY right here, and look at the bounce back. I took about 40 cents on the SPY there on that bounce, moved out, and it has gone lower. In addition, my swing trades are all on the short side. Just to give you guys an idea of a couple of the shorts I have out on the market, MasterCard. I shorted MasterCard at 341 and a quarter. Today it hit a low of 321 and a quarter. $20 in the money in 2 days, and I'm still holding with a break-even stop, looking for $25 on the first half and close to 40 on the second half. SDS. I am long SDS, which is a 2-time short ETF for the S&P 500. And again, as we wait for that chart to come up here, we'll just talk a little bit more about it. There it is. Look at that skyrocket move. And again, enjoying massive profits here. The whole research center, the whole chat room is involved on the short side of this market by buying the SDS, by shorting MasterCard, by shorting other plays, and they're just accumulating wealth. This is another amazing week. Last week was one of the biggest weeks ever in the market for many members here. This week, again, is going to rival it because of these gains. All right, and again, there's a free trial for the Research Center, free trial for the Intraday Stock Chat, 7 days. Come join. This money is being made every single day. Every day you delay the free trial, you're missing out. It's just that simple. You could be paying for years of the service just in one free trial week. That's what most of our members have done. In fact, there was a member today that in 6 weeks doubled his money with us in the last 6 weeks here. That's right. His full account value doubled. Amazing. That type of stuff is going on. It is possible even in this crazy market because we are nailing the highs, the lows, every which way on the market. We're going long or short as swing trades, and that's how you have to do it, folks. All right, let's take a look at a couple other things here. Let's go back to the SPY. SPY having a big bounce now. If you bounce back up, you're going to have resistance right here at this previous little level. So right in here, you'll have a little bit of resistance if you get up there. You probably get a little bit of a short scalp off of that for a small pullback. But overall, again, the market rolled over a little bit earlier today, which makes me think the markets may come back towards the flat line by the close. I know the rollover seems pretty nice right now, but look at this bounce back. And again, the problem is when a rollover starts too early in the day, oftentimes it is not sustainable by the close, and that may be the issue here today as we're seeing this market even retrace almost all the way back to the flat line just as we speak. All right, now do I think there's more downside in the short term? Yes, I do. It's just a matter of, when and is it today? And my guess is, again, we end flattish on the day on the SPY here, which is the S&P tracking ETF, and then ultimately we may see some more downside in the next few trading days into next week. Let's go over the dollar. The dollar is having a nice boost, although it is pulling back a little bit here. And again, you can see the dollar had to move up. And remember, when the dollar goes up, the markets go in the inverse. So markets will always do the opposite of the dollar. That's exactly why the markets have rolled over here. And look at the dollar. This is a chart of the UUP, which is the ETF that tracks the dollar. And the dollar has soared right to the 200 moving average intraday, right to a gap fill right here. So again, that's resistance. And now the dollar pulls back. As the dollar's pulling back, markets we just saw, right, getting a bounce. So this little red candle right here coordinates perfectly on the spiders, if we flip back to the spiders, with this bounce candle right here. Right, it's really the way it is, and it's a beautiful thing right there. All right, what else do we have going on here? Spiders, again, down about 40 cents, and that's after a gain. At one point, the spiders were up well over $2 today. So, I mean, you're talking about a $3 reversal. That's basically a 300-point reversal on the Dow from highs to lows, a monstrous reversal, 30 points on the S&P 500. Now, again, while we continue to make money on the swing trading side, the day trading has been amazing in this market as well. And just banking levels, the levels, as long as you know them, are there for the taking, and you can continue to make money there. Let's take a look at gold. Gold today is up about $1. Really nothing crazy there. We saw more volatility on the precious metals last week. Today, the GLD is just up $1. SLV is also having a solid day, up about 75 cents. But again, not crazy action. It's more on the market specific. Now, we have seen some weak stocks throughout the day, and we have some strong stocks. Let's highlight them. First off, Amazon.com, AMZN, getting pounded today. This has been one of the stronger stocks of late on the expectation of their release of the iPad killer or the iPad competition. And today, Amazon is down by $11.50. That is a pretty big drop there. In addition, Apple Computer down 6, Baidu down $13.30. And this is a little key here. The Department of Justice joined the Securities Exchange Commission in investigating Chinese fraudulent companies in terms of their accounting. And if you guys remember, I've talked about it in the past, how a lot of the small mid-cap stocks, a lot of their accounting has just been totally fraudulent. They're reporting profits and gains and revenues that just don't exist, and they're really getting it hardcore on this issue now, which is a great thing, to be honest. It is a fantastic thing because it's going to clear the slate, and any companies that are cheap right now, that once this clears through, they're going to be a great investment opportunity. I wrote an article about that actually on the blog today, about some stocks and watching key stocks for this once this clears away, which will take months now. I mean, it's going to take months, maybe even a year, but once that happens, I think some of these cheap Chinese stocks that survive will ultimately be great investments. And Baidu, again, on this speculation of this investigation type stuff onto these Chinese companies, is getting hammered today, down $13.33. Sina, SINA, same thing, getting pounded by about 10% today, although it's a nice little bull flag pattern right here, actually, intraday. Very nice bull flag pattern, actually starting to break up, but nonetheless, that's what we're seeing there. Sohu, SOHU, is another one. Sohu.com, down $5 and change, 10% there. So, again, Chinese companies, especially the large caps today, are really taking a hit. They've been the one area of the Chinese market that hasn't been hit. The small caps and mid caps have been decimated, but the large caps like Baidu really never took a huge hit. Now they are taking a big hit as BIDU is coming down. And again, I think Baidu is at support right now. If I go to the daily chart of Baidu, BIDU, and we go to the daily chart and you zoom out, take a look at this, guys. See this gap fill right here? Draw a line right across and look at that. So that's actually short-term support right here. And then actually if you get through that level, you have another major level. I'd probably buy at the lower level for a swing trade right down here, $96.50 or so. Somewhere right around there will be major. But even right here, you actually have a good area of support. I always choose the lower level to be safe, especially in a market where I think the market is heading down and kind of getting on the uglier side. All right, but again, the profits keep piling up here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. This is a great thing, folks. I mean, any way you cut it, the levels have been nailed, the key moves, the cycle dates continue to be nailed, and the social network is abuzz with people calling out our traders that we've trained, calling out trades there. I mean, there's just so much going on here at InTheMoneyStocks. If you take the free trial, just one little heads up, you won't have access to the social side to post and be involved until you actually become a full-fledged member. It's an exclusive elite club where only the best of the best are. You become a member, you have access to start learning that side of that portion of what we offer here. Otherwise, you have full access on the free trial to check us out. Check out the Chief Market Strategist calls, my specific swing trade calls, analysis, and videos all together. So come join us, take the free trial, make enough for years of the subscription, then become a full-fledged member, get access to that social network, Trader's Life 24/7. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.